السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Mic. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وما تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. إنا نحن نزلنا الذكر وإنا له لحافظون. وقال تعالى ولقد يسرنا القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we have revealed the Quran and we have promised to preserve it. And he also said that we made the Quran easier. So is there anyone who wants to learn, who wants to take advice from it? So this is our responsibility and duty to understand the Quran. So today is the third class, alhamdulillah, that we're doing of Quranic Arabic, an intro to understanding the Quran. Yes. And inshallah, we're gonna go through a couple of things real quick. The Asr time already changed. It's at 6 p.m. We'll do 6:30. So we're gonna continue to do 6:30 inshallah after finishing this class inshallah for today on. So quick recap from last class inshallah. We did Surah Al-Kafirun word by word from the beginning to the end, alhamdulillah. And then we mentioned that the total number of words in the Quran is 77,439. The unique word is only 18,994. So there's a repetition of words 60,000. So if someone in a way or other memorizes 18,000 words, he'll be able to understand the entire Quran. But it is even much more easier because only 60 words are there that are the half of the Quran. So if someone memorizes only 60 words with the meaning, he can understand half of the Quran linguistically. And there's 250 words only out of the 6,000 words, 18,000 words. There are about 70,000 of the Quran. And rest of the 30% is unique. And we can learn one word a day and continue to our journey until we finish all those 18,000 words. So basically, we have to figure out the 60 words and 250 words. That is in total 310 words. And inshallah, you already know 70,000 of the Quran, 70% of the Quran by word. Today, inshallah, we're going to go through the most common 10 words in the Quran, the most used and most common 10 words in the Quran. After that,
okay, so I'm
we will do
alone, so
ta'awudh and basmala. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim and bismillahir rahmanir rahim. And then we will do Surah Al-Ikhlas, Qul huwallahu ahad, word by word to the end. And we will talk about a little bit about the structure of the verbs in Arabic language. So let's start with the most common 10 words in the Quran. So the first word that we have, the most common that came 3,738 times, which is the word whom. Whom means they, them, their. The word whom. Ha, dhamma, and mim sukun. The word simply is whom. Ulaika humul muflihun. Right? The word whom. Whom means they, them, their. Kitabuhum, their kitab. Qalamuhum, their qalam, their pen. Masjiduhum, their masjid. Right? And then humul muflihun. They are the successful. Humul mu'minun. They are the mu'minun, believers. Humul muslimun. They are the Muslims. The word simply is hum. So whenever you hear the word hum in the Quran, it means they, them, their. Either one of these three. Whom also can come as him, alayhim, right? غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهim, right? So it could become with kasra, with zir on ha, either whom or him. The next word we have on the list is min. Min. Min means from, among, then, by, and since. And a lot there's other words, but these are the most common meaning of the word min. It came in the Quran 3,221 times. Min, which means from. The next word is the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the word Allah, the name of Allah, which came in the Quran 2,702 times. So for example, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. It's all from the word Allah. Then we have the word ma. Ma means what is, and what are, or that. It can come as what is or what are for questioning, or it can come as the object that. You know, I saw that there's people, as we say in English. So the word that translate as ma in Arabic. It came in the Quran 2,530 times. The next word is inna, right? Inna salati wa nusuki, inna Allah la yuhibbul mufsidin, right? So inna anzalnahu, the word inna means indeed, certainly, truly. And also it comes as the meaning as that. It came in the Quran 1,779 times. So let's take a 2 minutes short break, and I want all of you to engage yourself and memorize these 5 words. Whom, min, Allah, ma, inna. Whom, min, Allah, ma, inna. So if you memorize only these five words, we're almost, memorizing the words from the Quran, about 10,000 words. Alhamdulillah. And also if we focus on the reading of the Quran, whenever we read ourselves, and we focus with finding any of these words, we can also connect with it, and we understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is emphasizing here, saying inna. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying something about them, humul muflihun, humul muttaqun, or humul kafirun. And also we can see that ma, that means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking about something. Al-Qari'ah, meaning Al-Qari'ah. Ma Al-Qari'ah? What is Qari'ah? Al-Haqqa. Ma Al-Haqqa? What is Al-Haqqa? Right? So we can relate to the Quran with these words, inshallah. So hum, min, Allah, ma, inna. And this is in order. Can anybody tell me which order we are following here? The most common 10 words. So the first one is the most common. It came 3,000 times, then 3,200, then 2,000, 2,000, and 1,000, right? So it is descending, right? Yeah, alhamdulillah. So next we have the next 5 words. Sure. We're also recording this, inshallah. I'm gonna share the links in the group so we can review later on too, inshallah. Whom, min, Allah, ma, inna. Yeah. A couple of these words will be coming in the Surah Al-Ikhlas that we're going to do word by word. So inshallah, we will relate to that from this list. Next 5 words are la. La means no. La ilaha illallah. There's no God but Allah. 1,723 times. Fi. Fi means in, inside, about, at, on, during, within, etc. It came 1,692 times, right? وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ. فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ. In the deen of Allah, in the religion of Allah. In. Qala. Everybody knows this word, right? Qala means he said. Qala. Or if there's an object, after qala, it can come as qala Allahu, means Allah said. Qala Allahu, Allah said. Or, so if it comes without any object, qala means said. The object he is inside the word qala. If it comes with another object after it, then that's the object we have to look at. So qala Allah means Allah said, right? If the qala only comes, what does it mean? He said. The object is he. It's referring to something before. If it comes with the word Allah or any other word, let's say qala Khalid. What does it mean? Qala Khalid. Khalid said. Qala Khalid, Khalid said. Qala Amir, Amir said. Right? Qala Allahu, Allah said. But if it comes by itself, just the word qala, It means he said. Then it's referring to something before. It came 1618 times. Then we have the word ala, right? Ala can come as ala or it can come as alay. غير المغضوب عليهم, right? Ala or alay. Both are same word, meaning on, above, about, against, depending, right? It came 1439 times. Then we have الذي, الذين, الذي, الذين. الذي means he, who, right? The one who is singular. And الذين is the plural of this word, which is those who, right? يا أيها الذين آمنوا. We learned last class, يا أيها means oh. الذين آمنوا, those who believed. الذين آمنوا, those who believed. So الذين, the singular and plural, the same word, came in the Quran in total of 1379 times. So alhamdulillah, we covered the most common 10 words in the Quran. In total is more than alhamdulillah 18,000 words, right? With repetition, 18,000 words. By learning only 10 words, you are knowing about 18,000 words from the Quran. All you have to do, know these words, know the meaning, and have a very active ear. So whenever someone is reciting, you can notice, okay, he's saying la. La means no. He's saying fi. Fi means inside. He's saying ala. Ala means above, on. Right? Very active ear. And how you can achieve the active ear? By reading yourself. Looking. When you look at the Quran and continue to recite and notice this character and words, it will engrave in your mind. So whenever you're listening later on, you can connect yourself. Just like we know the surahs, Ikhlas, Falaq, and Nas, and those small surahs, we can connect with them real quick. Similarly, we'll be able to do it if we read the Quran more frequently from any part of the Quran. So these are the most 10 common words that in the Quran. Alhamdulillah, we studied it. Next, we have today's agenda. We have Ta'awudh and Basmala. Ta'awudh and Basmala. Ta'awudh means the saying A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. Ta'awudh means A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. What does this mean? We already know, alhamdulillah, more or less the actual meaning we already know. Inshallah, we're going to break it down into words so we will know these words, okay? These are the also common words in the Quran. So A'udhu means I seek refuge. A'udhu, I seek refuge. A'udhu billahi, in Allah. Billahi, in Allah, right? So A'udhu, I seek refuge. Billahi, in Allah. Let's say in a different way. A'udhu bi rabbin nas. A'udhu bi rabbin nas. A'udhu, I seek refuge. Be in rabbin nas, the Lord of the people. I seek refuge in the Lord of the people. A'udhu bi rabbil falaq. I seek refuge in the Lord of the falaq. Falaq means the horizon, the beginning of the day, right? So قل أعوذ برب الناس, أعوذ برب الفلق. So أعوذ بالله, I seek refuge in Allah. Min, from, one of the most common 10 words, right? We did it, right? Min, from. Ash-shaytan, Satan. Ar-rajim, accursed, expelled, outcast. The one who was kicked out from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ash-shaytan al-rajim, the accursed or the outcast shaitan. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed shaitan. Right? I seek refuge. Can you say the Arabic? A'udhu. In Allah billahi. From min. The accursed shaitan. Ash-shaytan al-rajim. Ash-shaytan al-rajim. Okay, inshallah. So the next one we have is Basmala. Basmala is the name of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is called Basmala. So we have Bismi, in the name of. Bismillah, in the name of Allah. Let's say Bismir Rahman, in the name of Rahman, the most merciful, right? Bismillah, in the name of Allah. Ar-Rahman, the most gracious. We did it in Surah Al-Fatiha. Ar-Rahim, most merciful. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Okay, inshallah. So I will say the English and you will say the Arabic. Okay? In the name, Bismi. Allah, Allah. Bismillah. The most gracious. Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. Ar-Rahim. So if you break it down, the translation, even when you read the translation side by side, try to break it down and connect which word is connected with which translation. So inshallah, you'll be more familiar with the words. Next, we have the structure of a verb, right? So last class, we talked about the structure of the verbs, how, fa'ala means he did, how come the object is within the word. So inshallah, we're going to discuss a little bit more in it. So before that, we have to know what is an-nahu means. An-nahu, it's a chapter of Arabic grammar. An-nahu is part of Arabic grammar. It talks about the syntax of a word in a sentence. So let's say we have a sentence. There's no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah. So there are 4 words. La ilaha illa Allah, right? So what is the position of this word, right? How did it come here? Why is it come with fatha, kasra, or dhamma, right? How is it connected to each other? The science or the rules that tells about it is called an-nahu, the syntax of a word in a sentence. We can also call it parts of speech that we do in English language, like verb, proverb, noun, adjective, right? But it is an even broader conception. It comes a little bit more than just parts of speech. So what is an example of a nah? So we know in Surah Al-Fatiha, we have the second ayah after Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Can you tell me the second ayah? Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Ar-Rahmani, right? Ar-Rahmani. It comes with the kasra on noon. Ar-Rahmani in Surah Al-Fatiha. Ar-Rahmani. But when you recite Surah Al-Rahman, the first ayah is Ar-Rahman. And if you want to connect or you want to read with, the tashkil, Ar-Rahman, Allama al-Qur'ana. So why is it Ar-Rahmani in Surah Al-Fatiha, but it is in Ar-Rahmanu in Surah Al-Rahman? What is the reason behind it? You can, get this question. So the rules behind it is explained by Nahu, right? The concept and the rules are explained by Nahu. Nahu can explain why and how the word changes in a sentence. Okay? So let's talk about one of the word that we have, the word al-amalu. Is one of the common word in Quran, al-amalu, to work or working, right? Inna Allah khabirun bima ta'malun, right? Inna Allah khabirun bima ta'malun. So this is the word that we have, al-amalu. So we're going to see that how does many other words can come from one word in Arabic language. So al-amalu means to work or working, right? To work or working. It is a masdar. Masdar means a verbal noun, right? Verbs derive from it, but it is not a verb itself. It is just a root or origin word and a noun. So al-amalu itself is a noun. It's not a verb. But a lot of verb will come out from this word, from this root word, right? What an example will be in English? For example, the word, let's say the same exact word, work. So from work, we can have the word working. We can have the word worked. We can have the word works, right? So different word, right? So similarly, al-amalu, from there, it can be amila ya'malu, i'mal i'mali, ta'malun, ya'malun, many different words. But this word itself is noun, it's not a verb. We will have some examples of past, present, and future tense of the word al-amalu. It is very important that in Arabic, the subjects come within the verb in the same word, unlike in English. In English, if we say worked, if someone just say worked, right? Without saying I worked or he worked or you worked, just the word worked. We ask who worked. It's not complete. The subject is missing. He worked will be a complete sentence, right? If someone says worked, it's incomplete. You have to say I, you, he, they, right? Or some kind of, object, subject we want, right? Without the subject, it's incomplete, right? But in Arabic, the subject comes within the verb, okay? So amila means he worked. The word amila means he worked the entire thing, including the subject. The subject he is already in the verb, right? Sorry? Yeah. No, it comes as it is. Yeah. Amila, he worked. Amilat, she worked. Amilta, you worked. Amilti, you, a female, worked. Amiltu, I worked. So it's like, adjust with the verb. The subject, the pronoun subject is adjust within the verb. It cannot be broken down. So it's more comprehensive than English. For English, we need two words, a verb and a subject, to get a complete sentence. But in Arabic, it's one word. It has the both verb and subject together. So we know huwa, the word huwa means he, right? But we don't have to say huwa amila, right? He worked. We don't have to say huwa amila. We can only say, amila. That will be sufficient. But if someone says huwa amila, that means he's emphasizing, right? We only say, so when we emphasizing, just amila itself is a complete sentence, right? So another thing that is very, very important about Arabic language, that how it is very comprehensive and very, very, mashallah, like, advantages in it. So in English, when we say you worked, right? Do we know the tense? Which tense is it? You worked? Past tense. You worked means you worked in the past. You worked yesterday, right? We have the tense. Let's see, what is the point of view of you work? Is it first person, second person, or third person? You worked? Second person, right? Okay, who can tell me if someone says you work, what is the gender? If someone says you ate the watermelon, is it a female or male? Unknown. Yes, it's unknown. We cannot understand from the word you worked, right? And also, you worked, the number is unknown. It could be you worked, I can tell Khalid, you worked or you ate, a singular person, or I can tell all my students you worked. It could be plural too, right? So the number is unknown, the gender is unknown. The only tense and point of view is, mentioned there. But in Arabic, if we say amilta, the same exact word for you worked in Arabic, amilta, the tense is for past. The point of view is second person, you worked. The gender is also defined. It's masculine. How did I know it's masculine? Can anybody tell me? It's amilta. Ta, not ti. If we were ti, that means it's for feminine. Amilti is for feminine. Amilta for masculine. And also, sorry, for everyone, amiltum. Tum. If you have tum, that's for everyone. That's for plural, right? And then the number is singular. The number is singular. Amilta is singular. And also, there is no dual in English, right? In English, there's two number. One is singular and plural, right? I, we. But in Arabic, there's I, we both, and then we. There's three different numbers in Arabic grammar. So amilta means you worked, a singular person. Amiltuma, you worked two persons, it's dual. And amiltum, you worked as a group, plural. Okay, so there's some, example of a verb. So this 5 is for past tense. This 5 is for present and future tense. In Arabic, the same word used for present is also used for future, right? In English, it's basically the same. When we say something for present, we say I work. And we want to say something for future, we say I will work. We add another word. But in Arabic, the same word, for example, أعمل, which means I work, is used for present and also for future. For future. The past is separate, but the future is same word. أعمل means I work now, and سأعمل or أعمل, just أعمل, it also means I will work. And then affirmative and negative commands. It's a different genre for English, which is اعمل اعملي, do for a singular person and male, اعملي for a female, it's a feminine, do. لا تعمل, do not do for masculine. لا تعملي, do not do for feminine, right? So if you look at it, عمل means he worked. عملت, can anybody tell me what is the meaning of عملت? She worked. عملت, she worked. When you see a ta with jazm or sukun, عملت, she worked, right? Okay, let's say the word sakana, sakanat. Sakana means he lived. What is the meaning of sakanat? She lived, right? Okay, now we have amilta. We have the word amilta. What is the meaning of amilta? Amilta. We did it right here. Amilta is amilta, you work, right? You can see it? Oh, okay. So for some reason my pointer is not showing over there, right? So let's do something else. Like let's just share the entire screen. In that way, you can see my pointer right now. Oh. Screen one. Share. This is screen two. You see the pointer? Okay, that's fine. We can work without the pointer, inshallah. We'll be more helpful with the pointer. But which slide we are in it? Amilta, you worked? Yes. Amilta, you worked. So as you can see, Amilta means you worked, right? So let's go back to the the page we're doing. Amilta means you worked. The third one. Amila, amilat, amilta. Third one. In the first line. In the fourth one, amilti. Amilti. What does amilti mean? You worked. But feminine. Amilat, the second one from the top line, Amilat is she worked. And Amilti, the fourth one on the first line is you worked as a feminine, right? And the last one on the first line is Amiltu. Amiltu means I worked, right? And the reason I put them in yellow, that means it is the indicator of the object, right? All the yellow things that you're seeing is the indicator of your object, whether it is singular or plural, whether it is feminine or masculine, right? Everything is, explained in that word, right? And we don't need another object, like a different word for object. And the second line, we have the present and future tense, right? يعمل, تعمل, تعمل, تعملين, أعمل. So all. Oh, okay. This one? Yes. We're on structure of verb. No. Oh. Yeah, I think it froze for some reason. You can stop sharing and then start again. And then entire. Okay, alhamdulillah, that's good. Okay, so amila means he worked. Amilta, amilat, she worked. Amilta, you worked, masculine. Amilti, you worked, feminine. Amiltu, I worked. For the first person, there's no difference in male and female. Ya'malu, she works. Ta'malu, ya'malu, he works. Ta'malu, she works. Ta'malu, you work. So she works and you work in Arabic is same. She works ta'malu, you work as a feminine, ta'malu. Ta'malina, this is masculine and this is feminine. Ta'malina, you work is the present tense, feminine. A'malu, I work. Ya'mal, ya'mali, you work. This is masculine, this is feminine. La ta'mal, la ta'mali. Don't work. The first one is masculine and the second one is feminine. So this is the way that we can recognize any verb in Arabic to understand which gender it is about, right? So for example, if we see the word, let's say taksibina, taksibina. Can anyone tell me that which gender is it? Taksibina. Let's put it in this structure, and it comes in the same way, right? Ta'malina, taksibina. Same way, right? So it is feminine. It is feminine, it is present, right? Let's say the word sakantu. Sakantu. That means, is it, yeah, it is the first person. What is the person? First person. Is it feminine or masculine? Both. For first person, masculine and feminine is same. There's no difference in Arabic. For the first person, masculine and feminine is same. Let's get the word kharajat. Kharajat. Feminine or masculine? Amilat. Kharajat. Amilat is feminine or masculine? Feminine.
Feminine.
Amila is masculine. Amilat is feminine. So kharajat is feminine, right? Is it singular or plural? Singular. All of them here is singular. So did we get the concept? A little bit, right? It's very comprehensive. It's Nahu, which taught in the madrasa or in the schools for 1 year as a separate subject, right? So it's just to give you a preview for understanding any verb in the Quran. As we mentioned that if you know the verb al-amalu, which means work, to work or working, how would you connect the same verb in different parts of the Quran with different subject and different numbers and different genders, right? So this will help you for that. But you don't need these details for understanding the Quran. The thing you need to do is memorize as it is. As we mentioned before that we are not learning the language, we are learning Quranic Arabic, just the word. Let's say we're gonna just memorize qala means he said. I don't know, is masculine, feminine, plural, singular, first person, second person, I don't know it. I know qala means he said. Whenever I see qala in Quran, it is he said. Whenever I see in the Quran ya'malun, they work. I don't know how is it like present, past, singular, plural. Without the details, I will just memorize as it is. Just like we learn the words like by listening. Sky, something that's above our head. Oh, look at that, that's a tree. We don't know how to spell it, or just like a kid. So we're gonna memorize the words as it is, okay? Without going into in details of nahu and sort of morphology and syntax of words. But this will help you understand and connect with word each other. Okay, inshallah. So if you start memorizing the list of the words, that will be sufficient for you understanding the Quran. But if you want to dive a little bit more, then inshallah, this will be helpful for you. So I'm going to share a final, slide with you guys, inshallah, which will give you the total details about the syntax we have here. So as we can see here in this slide, sakantu, right? So this is for past. These are all for past, and these are all for present. Al-Madi al-mudari'. The word that we're using here is as-sakanu, which means to live, right? Sakantu, it already have the subject ana in it. Ana means I. Sakantu, I lived. Sakanta means anta sakanta. That means you lived. Anti sakanti, you feminine lived. Huwa sakana, he lived. Hiya sakanat, she lived, right? All of them here is subjects, but we don't have to put them separately. It is already in the Arabic word. That's why it's red. The red thing is the subject, right? And nahnu sakanna, plural, we lived. Sakantum, you know, a group lived. Sakantunna, you, a group, the plural, lived, but it's for feminine, right? Sakanu, they lived, masculine. Sakanna, they lived, feminine. Sakantuma, this is dual, very exclusive for Arabic language. I'm not sure if there's any other language they have the number of, you know, dual in the concept of their grammar. Huma sakana, they both lived. Huma sakanata, they both female lived, right? And these are all for present. Askunu, I lived. Taskunu, you lived. Taskunina, you, feminine, lived. Yaskunu, he lived. And taskunu, she lives. And this is nahnu naskunu, we live. Taskununa, you live. Antunna taskunna, you all feminine live. Hum yaskununa, they all masculine live. Hunna yaskunna, they all feminine live. Again, the dual here at the present. Antuma taskunani, you both live. Huma yaskunani, they both live, but feminine, masculine. Huma taskunani, this is feminine. They both live. So this is the structure of the verb. If you have these slides and you memorize it, and every time you come out for a verb, put that verb in the structure. Whichever it fits, that means that it will tell you the gender, it will tell you the number, and it will tell you the tense, whether it's past, present, or future. Inshallah, this will be very handy for you. But again, we will not be going through in details about morphology and syntax of a word in the sentence, but we will memorize the words, just like a kid. Whatever it is, I don't know the structure, how to spell it, how does it, like, you know, whether there's extra letters or not. I will just memorize the structure of the sound of the word and memorize the meaning, inshallah. So let's quickly, inshallah, do Surah Al-Ikhlas, then inshallah we can pray. Okay, inshallah. So many of these words we already went through. So inshallah, I will say the Arabic and you will all say the translation. Okay, inshallah. Qul, say, right? Qul, say. Huwa, he is. Huwa, he is. In Arabic, we don't need is, are separately. In English, we need it. But huwa itself means he is. Allahu, Allah. Say, he is Allah. Ahad, Ahad, the one, right? Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Say, he is Allah, the one. Allahu, Allah. As-Samad, As-Samad, the eternal, the absolute. The eternal, the absolute. As-Samad means undependable, right? Who does not need anyone, right? The eternal, the absolute. As-Samad. Allahus Samad. Allah is undependable, right? Lam yalid. Lam, not. We already did la means no or not. Lam also means not. But lam only comes before verb. Only comes before verb. Lam yalid. Not he begets. He give birth. Not he begets means he give birth. Lam yalid. He did not give any birth. Walam, and not. Yulad, he is begotten, or he was birth. Not he gives birth to anyone, nor he was, born. from someone, right? And especially it is for what? For the Christians or the Jews who says there's son of Allah, or Uzair, son of Allah, or Jesus, son of Allah. There, it's denying them that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not give birth, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nor he was born from anyone. Yes. Yes.
Wa means, can you consider as and?
End. Yes. Wa means end.
Anywhere in the Quran, whenever wa and.
Yes. Yeah. But you have to, know what is wa as end and what is wa in a part of another word. Okay. For example, here, wow does not mean end. Yeah, part of the word. Yes, and definitely. Usually the wow, if it comes at the beginning of the word, usually it means end. Okay, but there's a word is called walad. Walad. The word walad means a child, a son. This is a part of the word. It doesn't mean like end son. Okay, if you want to say end son, wa walad, end son, right? Okay. Last ayah. Wa and lam not. Yakun is, right? Yakun means be. The be verb, right? It's in Arabic, yakun. Walam yakun. And there is nothing for him. Lahu, for him. La means for, who means him. Walam yakun lahu, and not is for him. Kufuwan, equivalent. Kufuwan, equivalent, associate or equivalent. Ahad, anyone. So there's no one who can be equivalent to him, right? وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. So from this surah, the new word that we learned is ahad. Many of you already know it, but this is in our class, in our series, this word came for the first time. Then samad, the eternal, the eternal. Then yalid, yulad. Yalid, yulad. Lam yalid, nor he begates. Walam yulad, and not he is begotten. Walam yakul lahu, yakun. Right? Walam yakul lahu. And not is for him, or there's nothing for him. Kufuwan. Kufuwan means equivalent. Ahad. We already have the word ahad in this surah, means anyone. So there is no one who is equivalent to him. So is this surah starts with ahad, qul huwallahu ahad, and ends with ahad, walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Surah al-Ikhlas. This is the most, one of the most, smallest surah in the Quran, but most, comprehensive one. If someone says Surah al-Ikhlas, there is no doubt he will be unbeliever, right? Or disbeliever. It is sufficient for his belief. It is the message of Tawheed itself. And many of them just hear this surah and then they believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Very effective way to even give da'wah. If you go to someone and you couldn't say anything and you just say Surah al-Ikhlas, that is enough for him to give you da'wah, to invite him, give him the message. Qul huwallahu ahad. Say he is Allah, the one. Allahu samad. Allah is absolute, the eternal. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. He did not give birth, nor he was born from anyone. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ, and there is nothing equivalent to him. So you denied all the association of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You denied any sons of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you're saying he's the one only, and he's Samad, right? Inshallah. So that will be it, inshallah, for today. In a few minutes, inshallah, we'll start Salat al-Asr. Any questions from the Zoom? Inshallah, let me know.
Any other words from like we studied in the first like 10 words, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any such words in this surah?
Yes. Yes. We have the word Allah. Yeah, one of that says the third most popular word in the Quran, right? And Qul was one of the, we had Qul or Qala. We had Qala. He said that Qul is also one of the common word, and rest of it is unique. Yeah, rest of it is unique, but they're also common. It's not like it's maybe not made up to top 10, but it's definitely in top 60, right? All you have to do is memorize 310 words by the sound. not going into details, and inshallah you will know the meaning of the Quran 70%. And this kind of classes, like, a lot of classes and recordings are there in YouTube, in better than this, with graphics and stuff, right? But it is there. But we have to step up. We have to go to those resources, and we have to, equip ourselves with the meaning, and then we'll get the benefit, inshallah. Any questions? Okay, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan for joining. Inshallah, see you next week. Subhanallah wa hamdihi, subhanakallah wa hamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.